We've had a great 8 months cruising around Fiji on board Impi, but now it's time to move on. We need to head for Vanuatu for other destinations. So here we are, headed for our last tour of the region in Fiji, namely the Yasawas. On our way from Savu Savu to Coconut Point on Vanua Levu, we hooked a fish, a very popular fish with the locals. This is called a trevally. Leaving Coconut Point, we crossed the reef-infested Blywater overnight and were greeted in the morning to the northern side of the Yasawas by a playful school of dolphins. We arrived at a village called Yasawa on Yasawa Island, where we were met by the chief's wife Winnie.
Hey Meletius, you got a very nice grandpa and granny, huh? We're going fishing, man.
The chief and I struck up a friendship and we went fishing together. Beaches of this island seem to go on into forever. Here one can stroll for hour upon hour.
Beautiful beaches, yeah?
As calm as the weather was on this particular day, we were soon to learn that the Yasawas as a group of islands, more often than not, are windswept. Yasawa proved to be a great shelter in the blustery southeasterly winds. But then again, the chief told us of how cyclones had destroyed their church and a resort out here. We were intrigued with the rock islands of Labatia Point and took our dinghy down there to explore. What struck us immediately as being different to the rest of Fiji is how dry the Yasawa region is. It truly does have that dry feel to it. At Labatia, we came across a beach where the locals were calling out to us to come and visit them. Fiji beat South Africa at rugby, and of course this has been a great icebreaker when greeting the
Good
folks.
to meet you, man. Hey, these are the guys who beat us at rugby. These guys, man.
Yasawa Island at the south of the island proved to be windy and uncomfortable, so instead we headed for Brooke Shields' favourite hideaway, the Blue Lagoon. This has to be the most sheltered spot to anchor in all of the Yasawas. The place is beautiful and of course takes one's mind back to the young Brooke Shields who acted in the movie Blue Lagoon right here at this very beach. Not to be outsmarted, I had brought along with me my own Brooke Shields. We dived and snorkeled at many spots in the Yasawas, and sadly have to say the corals and reefs are badly damaged here. They are not as spectacular as the dives we did in Namena and around Viani Bay. Still, there are enough fish to gaze at and it is always a fun thing to do. We sailed south to anchor off Naviti Island and actually in the shelter of a little one called Ravaka. Here between Naviti and Ravaka is the well-known Manta Pass, well known for its manta ray swims. The only manta we spotted was a small one, so we were rather unfortunate in this regard. However, drift snorkeling in the pass whilst we waited for the elusive manta rays was a fun thing to do. Heading further south on our way to Waya Island, we passed between two islands through a narrow and shallow passage known as Modoletu Passage. The resorts on both sides here are set on spectacular, quaint beaches. It really is a beautiful spot for a day anchorage. Waya Island is pretty. We anchored off a beautiful white sandy spit. However, the wind blew a gale and resulted in nights of anchor watch. In despair, we decided to leave for Nandra Island instead. Strictly speaking, Nandra Island is no longer part of the Yasawas. It is in fact part of the Mamanutha Island group. So at last, a bit of shelter from the wind. Beautiful beaches, sandy spits. In fact, that one over there, we'll go and take a look at that in a while. But that is just a narrow sandy spit with an ocean on both sides and quite a steep dune. And yeah, let's go and take a look at these islands. Absolutely beautiful. We're very happy to be here. Amazing place. Awesome. Although known as Nandra in general, this anchorage has two islands to it. Nandra to the northeast and Vanua Levu on the southern side. The more picturesque of the two islands is Vanua Levu, and it is the one shown in the footage here. As beautiful as the beach is here, one has to take into consideration the wide shallow reef system. This takes some planning with tide tables and when best to land the dinghy. This anchorage proved to be very secure when it comes to wind. I can confidently say that this is one of our favorite spots on this side of Fiji. This sandy spit has a charm that sets the spirit free. Here a narrow but steep dune provides a relaxation to either shore.
Incredible, amazing place. Nobody here, just the two of us. And Castaway Island, Tom Hanks's famous Castaway Island, funny enough, is right. That is the Castaway Island where Tom Hanks actually suffered so much. Impi at anchor over there, and I must admit that we had some strong winds coming through the anchorage last night, but the boat stayed incredibly steady, and we could just hear the wind blowing up through the rigging all night. Also from an anchoring point of view, it's got a hard bottom, a coral bottom, and yeah, one has to kind of work at getting that anchor in there unless you're lucky. But we found a crevice, and our Rockner anchor held really solidly the whole night through. I think my son would be quite proud of me right now. He's an avid rock climber, Terry is, and I always told him he's absolutely crazy to be scaling these mountains. But to get you the best photography, it's exactly what I'm doing now. And man, for shoes, Terry, if you're watching this, plain old Crocs, and not even genuine Crocs, they cost about $4 here.
In the reef system, one sees these turquoise blue passageways. These are ideal access for the dinghy to get to the two islands.
So this is Nandra Island. Anna has to correct me on that. It's Nandra Island, and Impi is anchored right there, and that island, Levu Island, and there is Tom Hanks's island, Castaway Island, where he suffered so much. In the distance yonder over there.
This island was a great visit. Time to leave now. We were quite curious to visit Monuriki Island.
Yeah, and that is Tom Hanks's island from his movie Castaway.
Known by some as Castaway Island, this is actually Monuriki, where he was stranded. The trip down the Yasawas would not be complete without a stopover at the luxurious Musket Cove Resort on Malolo Lailai Island. Here one can take the opportunity to replenish supplies, to refurbish weather-beaten bodies at the beautiful spa, or to take a dip in their beautiful swimming pool. Sailors are welcomed here with open arms at Musket Cove. All that is required to make use of these beautiful facilities is to take membership at the local yacht club, and that costs around 15 Fiji dollars. Anna was clearly one happy lady here. I love her ability to be adventurous yet sophisticated all at the same time. And here at Musket Cove, she enjoyed visiting the spa, topping up with terrific wines, shopping and so on. We are preparing to head for Vuda Point Marina, our final destination before clearing out of Fiji. A spectacular country with the friendliest people ever. We sure are going to miss these beautiful shores. Fiji, we on Impi say a huge thank you. We hope to visit your shores again. Vinaka.